Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It's for August 9th through the 15th. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading. It may not resonate for everyone who watches. So normally I pull the spread while you guys are watching, but my son interrupted, so I couldn't pause. So I started over. So that's laid out. So I'm going to do the main spread. We'll clarify that, sorry, and then we'll get into your person's energy, your energy, the romance angels, the possible outcome, and the oracle cards. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you who have been with me. Thank you for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, subscribes. If you're new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings, and that is in the description box. All the information about that is down there. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands and the Judgment card in your recent past. In the current energy, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Justice in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. And then in your near future, we have the Three of Wands, the Star, and the Page of Swords. Now, the overall energy for this particular week is the Seven of Swords. So what I was saying before I was so kindly interrupted to ask if I want something from the bagel shop is that the Seven of Swords is very much about two things I can say. Either you finally realized that somebody was really not telling the truth and had some pretty gnarly behaviors, and you decided, I'm going to take everything I can and just run away, which a lot of people have done. So this could be two different scenarios. Either you did that, or you finally realized that there's some people around you that you really can't trust. It feels like a bit of a disappointing energy, because I see in the recent past the Five of Pentacles, which means you could have found out about a friend or even a family member. You know, this is energy that could have been happening all along, and maybe just recently you've unfortunately found out that this is truly who these people are. And it's disappointing. So let's get into it and see what's going on. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands. So in the other deck, the King of Wands is my narcissist card. And he can be a little arrogant. And I'm picking up on some energy of somebody who has a little bit of arrogance, male or female, doesn't matter. It's usually, I would say, this person feels really great about themselves in a great way. They're confident, they know who they are. But this feels like somebody who tends to leave people hanging. So if you've been dealing with somebody like that, it very much feels that way. Their back is to the Judgment card. So it's like they don't recognize what it's like to have a happy family. The Judgment card is very much about harmony and happiness within family. So they could be so self-absorbed that they don't ever see how their behavior affects anyone, including anyone in the family. And they don't care who they leave out, who feels left out in the cold, who feels abandoned by them, none of that. So some of you could be dealing with this person. You could be, well, I don't sense it's your energy at all. So I'm going to say that you've recently figured this out, or you may have found it out quite a bit of time ago. Sorry, a little stutter there. It just feels uncomfortable. I don't particularly feel like this is the best energy ever. All right, and then in the current, we have the Two of Wands in reverse with the Justice in reverse. And then we have the Devil in reverse. So clearly, there's no future, or at least the future was clouded by somebody's toxic behavior. This could also feel like if you were in a marriage or a long-term relationship with someone who had these kind of tendencies, this is someone who will drag things out in court, and I'm getting that for some reason. I will tell you whatever it is that I get. So if you're dealing with someone who's dragging out a case, this feels like it's going to be a while. It's like you can't see when it's going to be over, or when they're just, they just don't want things to end. It's like they're going to put you through the ringer. So again, that's not going to be for everybody, but it feels like whoever this is really wants to drag things out. Could be that somebody moved out of your home and they won't take their belongings. As simple as that, like a roommate that wants to make things as difficult as possible, and you've just recently had to kick them out, and you're like, dude, you stole from me, you gotta go. I'm not dealing with this. So a couple different scenarios there. Now, in the near future, we've got the Three of Wands with the Star card and the Page of Swords. So this is interesting because it's very much about finally seeing the future, but there's a little bit of an impatience there. I feel like through this, you've been trying to focus on setting your intentions and letting the universe know that these are the things that I want moving forward. I don't want people to come to me and say they're sorry if they're not sorry. I'm tired of hearing apologies about things that are already done. It's losing patience with that. When your expectations are there and you truly believe in people, it can be really frustrating if they come around and they constantly want to tell you that they're sorry and they're really not, or they repeat their behaviors and it's hard. Then we have to say, okay, why am I allowing this person back in my life? If this is how they're going to act, I can't heal from it if I continually let these people come back in and make excuses for their behavior. So I think you're losing a little bit of patience. You'd like to move beyond this particular energy. Maybe you have a child that you can't close the door on and it's frustrating as much as you love them. I feel like that child always, and they come back, and when they need something, they want help. They don't always take responsibility for their mistakes. I know that. Trust me. So it could be a child, but I feel like this is just people in your life in general that seem to think that no matter what, you're always going to forgive and be open to their apologies, no matter how bad their behavior is. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Wands. See, the good thing about the near future is the Star card, because that is wish fulfillment. So it feels like a sense of impatience and patience, like you're waiting for this to come in because you know that you set your intentions. There's a little glimmer of that hope that this will finally one day end, if this is a long drawn out lawsuit with someone. And as far as like a roommate, you know that eventually you're going to be fine and you're going to have your space. They're showing me stars on the ceiling, so that could be for someone who's younger, who just wants like the galaxy on your ceiling. Don't know where that came from. It may or may not resonate for someone, but that's what they're showing me, so I'm going to tell you. Okay, let's look at the Five of Pentacles with the King of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this was a very painful and disappointing situation. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Devil in reverse. And then the Six of Cups. Yeah, no reciprocity, no equal give and take, constant disappointments. Do we want to keep going over this and over this? No, but for those of you tuning in and you've dealt with this a long time ago, I understand you don't want to hear the repeat of the past is the past, but for those of you who are tuning in, this has just recently happened. So you could be really financially drained because of the person's behavior. If they keep dragging you in and out of court, then of course it's going to cost you a lot of money. And it's just wearing you thin. It's like, it's dead, it's done, it's over, let's just be done with it. And then the Devil in reverse, like, I want to put these toxic behaviors, tendencies, all this stuff behind me. Now, the devil can also be considered the scapegoat. So this could be that you're not allowing people to use you as a scapegoat anymore in the reverse energy. Like, you're not going to take responsibility for their bad behaviors if they ever tried to turn it around and put it on you. All right, so let's look at the King of Wands and the Judgment card. Could there be a completely flipped situation, and once you've walked away from the one, then an amazing person shows up just recently or past? I want to give you that scenario as well, because that may resonate for some of you. I do feel that there is a kind, I'm going to say this, flamboyant kind of energy. And when I say that, not necessarily eccentric, but someone who is, I'm seeing an image of someone who's very well dressed, very fiery energy. Obviously the wands, you've got Leo, Sag, and Aries. This is somebody who's very attractive, that gets a lot of attention, and they don't mind it. So if you've recently met somebody like that, you could have kind of an intense, passionate connection with that person right now. And they could come from a really great family. With the Judgment card, I feel like they're showing up with a lot of really cool energy. They're a neat person. So for those of you that resonates, I like that person's energy. All right, let's look at the King of Wands with the Judgment card. So the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, perfect, and the Two of Cups, and then the Tower card. So yes, things are going to break open. Now, see, it's funny that I just mentioned that was somebody that could be new, because this is a completely different energy that I'm picking up now. So if you're closing out that cycle with somebody that was difficult, dragging you in and out of court and all the problems, in the end, you're going to get your wish fulfillment. Then, if this is the new person, you've got the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. So this is an amazing connection with somebody who has very balanced energy. So they're as willing to give. Now, they're not necessarily somebody who's always got their hands out, like someone from your past or people that you've dealt with in general. We tend to do that, especially when we're empaths and we're on our spiritual journey. We're the givers. We're emotionally open. We're always there for people until we realize that we have to love ourselves first. And we can still have that. We can still give, but it's got to come to an end. So this person understands that concept, unlike other people that you may have dealt with. And they see you. Look at the beautiful connection between these two people. They look deeply into each other's eyes. So you could be dealing with somebody, I heard deep brown eyes, or like scarily blue, crazy blue eyes, or even aqua. I don't know if you guys have ever seen someone with aqua eyes, but it's intense. All right, so with the High Priestess, this is very much about your intuition. It's as if you knew in that moment when you met this person that you were going to have some kind of a really cool connection with them. So I like that energy. All right, and then the Tower came in because I think this might have been a surprise for you. If you'd gotten out of something or you're dealing with all this and you meet somebody new, you could be a little hesitant. So this person probably took you by surprise. But this is the good change. This is, to me, the universe saying, hey, after everything falls apart, something good can come into your life. All right, so let's look at the Two of Wands in reverse with the Justice in reverse. I just heard this problem or this situation could come to an end between October and November. So those of you that might be dealing with a court case. Now we have the Ace of Cups. Look at that. After dealing with all that, you have beautiful new love, the Fool in reverse, and the Emperor card. Now the Nine of Cups in reverse just means to me that there's a little hesitation around, should I be hoping that this is going to be what I really want? I want to be cautious because I've thought things in the past were my wish fulfillment and they weren't. They were difficult. So where this starts to close out, that's when you open up and a brand new, look at the eye in that. It's like somebody who sees you very clearly. It's fulfillment in love, exciting new love, new beginnings that are emotionally fulfilling, because that's obviously what water's all about. Now let's talk about the energies we have here. We have Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Sag and Aries, Capricorn, and some Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio with the cups. Now with the Fool in reverse, that's you not wanting to take a chance in make any mistakes in the next situation. So you're going to be cautious when there is new love, and if this is happening for you now, that's apparent. Now the Emperor, I feel like this is Taurus energy, so this could be what you are embodying now. You've come out of a place of dealing with people who have done these things, and now you're standing strong. The Emperor is the strongest, so you could be a little feisty right now. You could be feeling like, don't mess with me. I'm like, I have no time and patience for that. I'm not going to jump into anything too quickly. I'm going to be sure that I know that this is something I can trust moving forward, because I want to be cautious. I've thought things were going to be fulfilling in the past, and they may not have been. The King of Swords just means there's a lot of clarity and integrity. So you speak your truth. You're very upfront, I feel like, with the people that you meet now. Maybe there were people in the past you didn't quite speak your mind. I don't think you're having a problem with that now. So there's also an energy of someone who's, they're telling me it's like maybe a brother or somebody on your level that could be needing to tell you the truth about something. Just keep that in mind. I feel like this person's a great person. They have some kind of either an opportunity for you, or they want to talk to you about something and tell you the truth. I don't know that it doesn't feel bad. It just feels like they want to tell you that they have an idea about something. All right, so that's a side note. Let's go ahead and clarify the Justice with the Devil in reverse. All right, so this is for Taurus. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. Shutting out that old energy, no matter what they try to come in and tell you. The Hierophant. So yes, I do feel like this was a marriage, a high level commitment. Now, this person, yes, will they try to come back around? I know. I said in your last reading, close that door for good, and something great's coming. And I feel like now I feel the energy of that great thing that has come into your life. If it hasn't, it will. We're all on different timelines. Just remember that when you watch these readings, if you're new to tarot, when we talk about this, you got to get used to like the fact that not all of us are going to experience the same things at the same times. Okay, so yes, does this energy still have a lot to say? Absolutely, but I think what they're going to try to tell you is that they've done work on themselves. They're but watch out, because I see that snake down there at the bottom. And when I see that with this card, I usually say be cautious, because you need to focus and see. You've done so much inner work and you have so much wisdom now that you've gained that nobody's going to be able to run in and tell you anything with, you have that BS, and I talk about that too a lot, BS meter. That red flag meter is going to go up. So yes, somebody might come in and try to say something about how they know they had done wrong, or they're sorry about the way that this has unfolded. I'm just going to say be cautious, trust your intuition. Don't believe what these people say. All right. Then we have the Three of Wands with the Star card. So there's the Four of Wands in reverse. So waiting for that to be done. And then the King of Swords. You could be dealing with a lawyer who needs to tell you not to worry as this situation comes apart. That's the truth. There's another truth. So this is a different energy for me. So this to me is about a lawyer who's got a lot of integrity. This is someone who's going to tell you don't stress, because they're going to handle things properly. So if you're looking for someone in the near future and you haven't quite gotten to that point, then you're going to find someone who's going to have real integrity and really have your back. It's going to help lift the weight off your shoulders, the stress of having to go through this process with the end of this relationship. So yeah, you're not going to be carrying this burden alone anymore. This person's going to really help you. All right, let's look at the Star card and the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, I also feel like there's something that you've been wishing for or hoping for. It's all about hope and the new beginning. I do think something is coming towards you, or another energy in here that could give you some news that also helps shift your energy. It isn't anything really overwhelming. It's just, sorry, I have a neighbor with a daughter that likes to scream. And this person just wants to open up and tell you something. So it could be something that's going to really excite you and make you happy. Okay, so then we have the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Justice card. There you go. And then the King of Cups. So there's someone who's very supportive of you. It could be the person that you met in the near future. They come in and they want to be very loving and supportive because you've gone through this tough time and you're just waiting for things to end and shift. The Eight of Swords, where you might feel stuck, I don't think you're going to be stuck. You are going to get justice in the situation. Look how beautifully balanced this is. So it starts out saying you don't have it, into the near future saying that you are going to get it. Yes, things are going to go in your favor. Your ships are going to come in. So there will be an ending to this situation. You will come out of a place of feeling stuck. And you have a tremendous amount of, look at this, support from someone who's very loving. And then the Ten of Cups. This is about joy and love and happiness and fulfillment. So all of this turns around in this reading. It's really a beautiful story. I hope this resonates for you guys, because look, then the Nine of Swords is in reverse. So no more losing sleep, no more exhaustion and stress over this. And then the Empress comes out, and there's your beautiful energy. Male or female, doesn't matter. You come out feeling great, because look, we have the Emperor and the Empress. So that to me is the most beautiful pair there could be, the strongest energy of two people together. Yep. And I think the decision's going to be pretty obvious for you. I like this because there's a sense that you can be vulnerable with this person. Yeah, this is going to change everything in your life. Absolutely everything. All right, guys. So I'm going to clear this and we'll get into your person's energy, whoever's on your mind. So go ahead and think about them for a sec while I get this straight. This is going to be kind of long. All right. So this is for Taurus. All right. What's going on for Taurus's person and their energy? Tell me about that. All right. So your person's energy is the High Priestess. Ooh, okay. The Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Oh, so whoever this energy is I'm picking up on, I hope you guys have met this person. If you haven't, I hope you know that whoever they are, yeah, this is going to be a beautiful relationship. Four of Pentacles, that means two people who are willing to give. Neither person holds back. They're not selfish. You're not selfish. There's no breadcrumbing. It's none of that. It is complete openness, freedom, like not having to hold back financially. You're not worried about whether someone's going to take advantage of you. Neither of you feel that way. Your person is really in tune to this relationship. The High Priestess says that they understand that this is a higher level connection and things are going to move really quickly. The Page of Wands, that is someone who's, you know what I love? The energy that I'm picking up from this is saying that this person pays attention to your needs. They listen to the things that you say. They're very excited to get this started from a very fresh place. It's passionate and exciting, and they really want to just come in and sweep you off your feet. And then we have the Two of Wands. They see a future. They absolutely see a future with you. They're very excited to get this going, and they feel as deeply connected from a soul level as you do. Now, the Tower in reverse, this is that time that you've already gone through, and it's like, this is going to change everything for you. And then you become the Empress. You're sitting, male or female, you're sitting here like, this is what I've been longing for. I want somebody who's going to make me feel this way, right? Well, we can talk about that another time, but it's how you feel when you're with this person. Let's put it that way. The Ten of Pentacles, I love this because, yes, it's about success. It's about success within the relationship, being financially comfortable. Both of you, it could be independently. Now, this is not talking about love as much as it is the security within the relationship. It's great, though. It could just mean that it helps you further your career, or this person's supportive of you moving forward in your career. You are of them. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So you're feeling super grounded. This is, to me, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo energy, which is perfect. It says, this is how you feel. You're stable. You're grounded. You want to move forward with this. It feels good. Ooh, I like this. All right, let's get the romance angels. This is for Taurus. All right, so we have calling in your soulmate, forgiving and learning, yep, chemistry, and then past life relationship, like I said, and then flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right, so calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. That's perfect, and I feel like this is already a connection. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. This whole reading was about finishing out that particular cycle and closing that out and just forgiving it so that this beautiful relationship can happen. All right, and then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. I'm telling you. For those of you that this resonates, you know that this is a connection that you can't deny. All right, so I don't think we need the outcome, but I'm going to go ahead and just get the cards to see what it says. This is for Taurus. Strength, beautiful. You make each other stronger. No heartbreak, getting over past. Yep, the Empress. The Eight of Wands in reverse, and then the Three of Cups. Okay, so releasing the burdens from the past. It's like, oh, this is such a relief. So the strength that the two of you have when you're together, you're releasing old hurts and pains, people that have put you through third-party situations, maybe both of you. You feel that connection. The Empress keeps wanting to come out. Now, the Eight of Wands with the Three of Cups in reverse, that could just be the energy of what you're closing out in the past and you want to be a little bit cautious because of things like that. But the outcome to me says that this is not going to be something that you're going to have to carry that burden in. It's not going to be the same as the past situation. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Taurus. Okay, that one looks right. We have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. I love that. And then we have deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to get is the Oracle cards from the wisdom of the Oracle. Just a couple messages from Spirit, and I will let you guys go. So we have All That Glitters, Community, By the Book, and then Co-Create. And then we have Not For You, that past situation. You're realizing now that there was no balance in that, and it is not for you. All right, now we have All That Glitters. This feels like a little bit of kind of being afraid that it's too good to be true, but I'm telling you from what I sense from this reading, it really does feel like it is something you can trust and feel good about. It is as shiny as it looks. Community, energy of just wanting to do things together. I feel like there's a family unit, a closeness there. You're going to get to know the family and the community with this person. You're going to spend a lot of time doing things that way. By the book, I feel like there's the 11, strong soulmate connection. You could have just traditional values. You like to kind of do things, the old-fashioned way in a sense. And then we have co-create. So this is creating together and with spirit. So both of you could have your individual connections, and then together you create this beautiful relationship. Okay, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this. It was really a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes, and being here and supporting me. I so appreciate you all. Again, if you'd like a personal, that information is in the description box below. And have a beautiful week, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.